is crazy, the teams are excited, but he wants his team to play one play at a time. He believes an upset is totally possible if his guys do their job and be the best version of themselves today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Dukes will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. He'll bring it out. It's Little. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9. The Golden Eagles will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the...
There's some room. Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Here's the handoff. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, James Madison. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Eagles will try to get things moving on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. And the Golden Eagles come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Newts offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, James Madison. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Briggs. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a gap. It's good. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The Golden Eagles in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again.
Might have a chance. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable 3rd down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a 1st down and he gets you another 1st down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
There he goes. Guys, he's already got 44 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Runs through a tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got the tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Number 49, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First play of the period, first down here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Wants to fire on second down. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
I don't think the receiver was expecting that much heat on that throw. He came out of his break, and it's almost as if he thought the quarterback was going to take a bit off of it and give him a chance, but he had no shot on that incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long.
Kill. 390 Twilight.
Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41.
Kill. 496 tsunami. 496 tsunami.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And how about the creativity by the offense? You split your running back all the way out wide. Why? You like the matchup. Like, he can be a receiver. He can run routes. He stays on the outside part of the field. They like the matchup. They throw it to him. He wins that rep. Nice job by this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Dukes will have it 1st and 10.
Ready. Wide 80. Go.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the counter. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Scott. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. And the Dukes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. Shakes off the defender. Hits him with a stiff arm. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Looking to throw again. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets open down the middle. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready, go!
Using his legs, it's Briggs. Got enough for the first. On the move at the 30. All kinds of room to the right. And he scores! Touchdown, Southern Mississippi!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Blue 22.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He spins that thing down the middle. Got it down the field. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 674, take off. 674, take off. Hold.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the field. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And I know. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky. And if
maybe a crease. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
The Dukes getting set on 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Quarterback making checks. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Southern Mississippi will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Going to the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages.
Could be an alley. Touchdown, Southern Miss. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Play action on first down. What a grab with one hand. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Two-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking the big mid up there and hauling it in.
And how about the play by the tight end, bailing his QB out? Because that was not a perfect throw, but he just stuck out that big paw and reeled it in.
Wide 80. Bow, bow. Stack.
Back to pass on second down. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's loose. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And, man, that's a really good job by this quarterback. Seeing the spacing. Running back starts to creep down the field. He delivers it to him, and, man, is he fun to watch. That dude catches the football. Everybody in here holds his breath because he can take it the distance, starts chewing up yards, and makes the big play for this offense.
He wants to change this route.
Bender.
Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Gives it on the option. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes! The Dukes answer right back with a touchdown.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. Trying to impose their will with the run. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. There's a crease. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Golden Eagles look to keep this drive humming.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Going to the run, it's Briggs. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Looking for the score! Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making side adjustments here. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Second and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Back to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this ball. Stop the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The give on the inside. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. He wants to take the top off. He's got it on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. The holder will find his spot at the 38-yard line. That means a 48-yarder and a chance to win it. And it's good! And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.